It's Timon, and we back, Borowski, with a brand new video. We're gonna do a video today on our good friend, you know who, the gym cell here, Mike Isreatel. Yes, man, the fitness influencer, man, the bumbleclad himself, the Rastaman, you know, whatever, blah. The gym, lifting, recruiting, fitness slave, gear slave, Mike Isreatel from RenaissancePeriodization, man. We're gonna react to his video. Mike says my 5 biggest nutrition mistakes so you can avoid them. Yes, okay, my friend.
Every time I would do a fat loss diet, I would get to that bottom position and I tried to gain like 1 to 2 pounds a week as fast.
Wait, fat loss diet? Trying to gain 1 to 2 pounds a week? You trying to gain weight, bro, or are you trying to build muscle? There's a difference, bro. You trying to domesticate yourself like a boar? So they take a muscular boar that's already muscular in nature, muscular with tusks and hair. They bring him on a farm and then they feed him slop to make him gain weight. He gains weight, his hair falls out because his fucking hormones are off kilter. His hormones are off kilter. His hair falls out. He loses muscularity now because he's eating slave food diet and his tusks fall out. Holy shit, man. Look what happened to Mike. Look at him. He's a weak sack of fat dude. He's a weak sack of shit, bro. He has to inject strength in him called steroids, artificial hormones, because he weakened himself getting fat. What the fuck?
I could to get out of that. For some reason, I thought that when I got leaner, I was going to be so catabolic that, like, if I stayed leaner and slowly gained, I would, like, lose muscle. It was a completely insane bigorexia. Not even...
Bigorexia? You mean fat orexia? He wanted to get big. He wanted to get fat. Bigger, that's not bigorexia, bro. You're trying to build muscle. It's totally different, but that's not bigorexia, bro. This is fatorexia.
Odd, but more like feeling. And I got this one wrong, and I would tell people to do it this way for years, even a little bit on YouTube in the early phases, that you got to get...
Of course, he gave bad advice all these years, and all those poor people have suffered, man. They've suffered. Mike, you're going to burn in hell, Mike. You've caused people to suffer.
Lots of weight really quick to get muscle on your body. That's just not true.
Yeah, it's true. You can get muscle on your body really quickly if you were to do eccentric exercise, not constrained by concentric. And the proof is in every single science report in eccentric exercise. But I don't have to educate you. Why should I?
Hey folks, Dr. Mike here for RP Strength. I made lots of mistakes in my life. Many of them follow.
And you're still making the same mistakes. You're making the mistakes now. You're injecting fucking toxic anabolics. You're going nuts. You're losing your mental abilities. You've turned into a lifting slave. You're deteriorating yourself. You're addicted to accelerated aging, bro. This is crazy, man. This is insane. And then you're pumping out video after video about how to pump glycogen in your muscle, create artificial sarcoplasmic muscles, doing concentric exercises, do this rep range, that rep range, do this exercise, that exercise, to do what? To build artificial sarcoplasmic muscles is insane, bro. But to build myofibrillar, there's only one exercise. Eccentric, vigorous eccentric exercise is known to build muscle. It builds muscle, bro. That's it. That's it, broski. It builds muscle, bro. You understand me? It's not based on performance.
Me to this day. One of them is named Kyle.
And protein. You don't want to eat slave food diet. You want to eat animal protein, like it says in science. No slave food diet.
He's an illegitimate son. No relation to Jared, who's illegitimate.
We're not trying to domesticate ourselves to look big and fat, okay? Jared, he's fat. You know, he's fat. It doesn't look to you because you're looking at him. He's taking steroids, bro. He's fat. Because he has fake muscles, bro. He's fat, okay?
Legitimate son, Jared Feather.
Whatever.
We're not supposed to be making...
I bet you his muscles are marbleized because he eats slave food diet. They marbleizes your muscle. This is known fact in science. Look at
joke anymore because I don't think Jared likes people in the world really think that I'm his dad. But maybe I am his dad. Oh, shit, I'm just leaning into it more. In any case, I made a ton of mistakes in lifting and a ton of mistakes in nutrition, especially when I was younger and coming up. And I would like to share 5 of these terrible mistakes that I made that you don't want to make. I'll tell you what they were, and I'll tell you how to do it better so you don't make the same mistake I did and get better results than I ever could. So, here we go. Mistake number 1, dreamer bulking. I let hope trade in for logical analysis when I was gaining weight. Weight never came easily to me. I'd always have to stuff myself to gain weight. But I realized that every time I stuffed myself and gained 10 pounds, my strength would go up, my size would go up. So I was like, yeah, I can always burn this fat off later. And so I kept doing that, and I got up to a drug-free 270 pounds.
No, you didn't. You got fat. 275 pounds of fat he got up to, man. He gained weight. He didn't build muscle. And his muscle filled up with glycogen. His fat cells filled, the fat cells filled up with triglyceride, and his muscle filled up with glycogen. He got fat, man. He didn't build anything. You understand me? He's a liar, bro. He's an exhibitionist. He's a performer. I've watched all his videos. All his exercise are endurance exercise. It's all concentric lifting. It's showmanship. It's performance, bro. I'm not stupid. Building muscle is not based on performance. You can't perform if you build muscle because they're damaged. They have to go through a repair and a remodeling cycle. This guy's fully crap.
At 5'6", I was not lean by this point.
No, because you're fat. How can he say this to you? I was not lean at this point. Bro, you're fat. You didn't build any muscle, okay? To build muscle, it has to go through repeated bouts of injuries, of micro injuries. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
And unfortunately, that much body fat gave me permanent forever love handles that hang around as waterlogged things even when I'm at 6% body fat, tons of stretch marks, and it gave me so many fat cells because fat cells multiply as you get fatter, and then as you get skinnier they get smaller, but they're still around.
Fat cells multiply? I never heard that. In science it says you can't get more fat cells. The fat cells that you're born with, they stay with you for life. They can only get bigger and smaller. I never heard of it multiplying. Maybe your skin cells, they can increase if they stretch. If it stretches, it can increase. But I never heard that about fat cells. You understand me? Like muscle cells. Muscle cells, they can only get so big. You need more cells to continue getting bigger. So I don't know what Mike is talking about. It's full shit.
As far as number, they scream out for more food all the time. So it gave me the rest of my life until now, higher hunger.
They scream out for more food? No, your food is based on addiction, slave food diet, bro. You're addicted to eating garbage. That's why. You're addicted to eating garbage, like people injecting garbage, taking garbage drugs. Okay, and this is drugs. These foods are drugs because they're made from plants, and all plants are drugs, and all drugs are made from plants, broski.
Signaling than otherwise. So it screwed up my skin, maybe super unaesthetic, and to be honest, like, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but it got me way less laid than I could have been in college, I'll tell you that much. Now, the fact that I had negative game probably also helped, but just getting that fat was pointless. I thought it was going to bring me a ton of muscle. What it really did was brought me some decent muscle that I could have gained.
Whoa. How can it bring you muscle? How can getting fat damage muscles for you? You got to damage them and then get them to repair and remodel and activate the satellite cell to get it to donate its nuclei to support further muscle growth. You think getting fat is going to do that for you? You're crazy. That's like people thinking steroids are going to magically build muscles for them. The only thing they're going to build is fake muscles, bro. That's what they're going to build. That's why if a steroid could build a muscle, everybody would be doing it. They would build the muscle and stop taking it. But as soon as you stop taking it, that cosmetic fake look that you created all goes away. That's why Mike, he's addicted to drugs. He can't stop taking them. Want to know why? Because the moment he stops taking him, he no longer exists as that person that you know Mike Isreatel to be on this channel. You understand me? Nobody would be watching him like Cali Muscle. The moment Cali Muscle stopped doing these drugs heavily the way he's doing them, not to say that he's not doing TRT now, whatever the hell he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. But the fact that he stopped doing them and he's doing crazy shit, he's lost his subscriberships. Nobody wants to watch him no more. Get it? Because he's not popular. Because it's based on performance. If you want to build muscle, it doesn't look pretty. But if you want to be a lifting slave, it's based on performance. That's why my channel can't be popular. Because I don't perform, bro. I don't perform for people. I don't want to. I just want to build muscle, that's it, and get stronger. I don't want to be a performing lifting slave in a circus.
if I went much more slowly, but it got me a bunch of fat. So instead of getting up to huge body fats, I would say for most people, males in their 20s, college age, so on and so forth, stop bulking when you get to anywhere between, on average, 15 and 20% fat. There's nuance there. There's situational dependence, but 15 to 20%, cap it, do a fat loss phase to give yourself some more runway, get back down somewhere to between 10 and 15%, and then bulk all the way up to anywhere between 15 to 20.
Christ, what are you talking about? Man, are you crazy, bro? Like, what planet were you born on? You're just repeating the same garbage. There's no proof of that. Show us, where does it say that in NCBI, all this stuff, this is going to build muscle, getting fat? Fat doesn't build muscle, bro. It just makes you more fat. What are you talking about?
20. That is the way to do it. I got to probably just over 30% body fat. Let me tell you, anything you gain between 20 and 30% plus body fat is gains you don't want to make because they have.
That's counterintuitive to what you want to do. It's bro, man, you want to build muscle. We don't want to get fat. Listen, Mike, I got news for you, man. This is 2025. People don't want to get fat. They want to be lean and aesthetic now. Get it? That's the whole look. They don't want to be fat. They want to build some muscle, but they want to look aesthetic, bro. They don't want to get fat, bro. I got news for you, man.
Permanent effects on your physique and on your hunger psychology. Fuck all that. Plus, they'll get you anti-laid. Number 2 mistake. I stayed fat for a really long time. At any one point during these super bulks, I had the know-how to get lean, but
You're still fat. You're still fat. You just don't know it. You're still fat. You've never built any muscle. You're just holding glycogen in your muscle. Steroids are wasting drugs. They're for wasting diseases, to prevent people from wasting away. That's what you're taking it for, bomb. They're enhanced performing drugs, but in science, they use them for people that are wasting away, and that's what you're doing. You're trying to preserve yourself from wasting away, and so you're just blowing up with glycogen and a bunch of garbage inside there. Why don't you go off your steroids if you built muscle? If they can build muscle, go off them, dude. Go off and prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that steroids build muscle. Go off them, because if they did, that would be protein, right? If you build real muscle, myofibulars, then they should be there, man. They're real. They're there. You understand me? You shouldn't be peeing everything out and then shrinking to nothing. So go prove me wrong, okay? Go prove me wrong, dude.
It's like, why would I spend time getting leaner if I can spend that same time bulking, getting more jacked? And it's not totally wrong, but unfortunately, being fat from...
Yeah, taking a different drug like anabolics as opposed to androgenics so you can get lean, get it bulking, instead of bulking, getting lean. So you're really bulking, you're more glycogen in the muscle, but less triglyceride. Oh, okay.
That long, that is staying above 25.
That's a very nice cosmetic look. I seen a guy online. He puts makeup on. He dresses up like a girl. He looks like a girl. All the people on a guy will believe he's a woman. Want to know why? Because it's cosmetic. When he washes it off, he's a guy. Get it?
5% body fat for a long time, or 20% even, really, it affected my long-term health. Like, it absolutely took future years off my life. Guaranteed. And it affected my cardio to a really high extent. So, like, my...
No, really? Of course it is, man. All that glycogen you're holding in there, bro? That's fucking glycation through the roof, bro. That's crazy to hold all that glycogen in your muscle. It's gross. It's gross.
Lifting for high reps was really, really reduced. My ability was reduced because I was in such bad physical shape. If I had stayed leaner, I'm not talking about contest lean, somewhere between 10 and 20% body fat kind of all the time, I would have gotten even more muscular because I would have been able to perform better in the gym, and I would not have shaved years off of my life and stayed dry as shit for decades or some shit. The battle continues, but I don't know why that's happening still. It's the face, isn't it? It's the face. Scott, what would you say is my least attractive characteristic other than being 5'1" and 1/4?
Personality?
It's the dog shit personality. I always knew it. Oh my God. I'm like Listerine in the eyes of women when I talk. That's how I see myself in any case. So if you find yourself at a higher level of body fat, take 6 months, take a year, take 2 years, diet with maintenance breaks that are roughly equivalent to those diet lengths. So diet for 8 to 12 weeks, maintain for 8 to 12 weeks, diet for 8 to 12 weeks, until, in most cases, to between 10 and 20% as a male, between 17 and 20%, 27% as a female, and within that range, you can go up and down and gain muscle over the long term. Don't stay super fat for a long time. If you find yourself super fat, work on getting rid of it, because any amount of time that you spend at a very high body weight and high body fat is the clock is ticking and degrading your core system health for the future and reducing your longevity. It's also no fun. You look like shit. People make fun of you everywhere, and you just don't have any friends. Now, I had tons of friends, but they at least dealt with my fatness well. I'll give them that. Bad health, bad performance, bad look, kind of bad all around. And not worth the gains, I might say, because I didn't get any extra gains that I would not have gotten if I was leaner. Number 3.
Oh my God, you would have got extra gains if you were leaner, bro. They don't magically appear, these nuclei, and the repairing and the remodeling and activating the satellite cell and everything, bro. It has to go through injuries. If you don't want to injure your muscles, just say so, man. Come on, Mike. Just say the truth. You're a wuss. You're a chicken shit. You're a weak motherfucker. You don't want to damage your muscles so you can grow muscles, bro. You don't like the process. So you want to continuously fake it. You want your viewers to fake it. You want the people to train and fake it. You want everybody to buy your fake programs that will fake it to make it. Get it? Why do you have to fake it to make it? Why can't you do it real? Why? Just answer me in my video. Why the fuck you? Why can't you fucking do it real? So then you could put these people to shame, like Greg Doucette and everybody. Just fucking do it real, bro. Stop trying to domesticate yourself. Stop trying to get fat, lose weight, get fat, gain glycogen muscles, performing in the gym like lifting slave. Just really go like a real man and fucking build those muscles, bro, and show us. Show us what you could do, Mike. And get off those steroids.
Mistake. Every time I would do a fat loss diet, I would get to that bottom position, and I tried to gain like 1 to 2 pounds a week as fast as I could to get out.
Well, you wouldn't have to. You wouldn't have to do that if you didn't keep faking it to get fat. Fat doesn't build muscles, bro. Well, listen, guys. What part does Mike Isreatel? This guy is a doctor. What planet is he from? I'm not a doctor, bro, and I know what builds muscles, and it ain't getting fat. Okay, domesticating yourself. Okay.
That bottom position. Why? I was a little smaller. Leverage-wise, I wasn't quite as strong. I didn't really generally lose strength, but like bench press and
That's because fat doesn't make you stronger, broski.
squat, when you have a big gut, you can just do more of that shit. And for some reason, I thought that when I got leaner, I was going to be so catabolic.
No, you're not catabolic because you're eating so much food in your fat. There's a lot of energy in your body, so you've converted the catabolic hormone to an androgen. So it doesn't have to compete with the myocytic androgen receptor. Yeah, it might have given you more force production because it's high energy coming in the body. It's suppressing catabolic hormone, but you're getting fat. You're not losing anything in your body, but you're getting fat. So you suppress the catabolic hormone, bro. Get it? This is crazy. Plus, your insulin is through the roof. That's anabolic. Insulin's anabolic.
That like if I stayed leaner and slowly gained, I would like lose muscle. It was a completely insane bigorexia, not even thought, but more like feeling. And I just rocketed out and tried to get this big rebound going because there's something magic to the rebound. And there might be a little bit of magic to the rebound, but if you lost plenty of fat, you find yourself quite lean, you've built yourself a ton of runway for gains, I would recommend gaining like half a pound a week for a lot of weeks versus gaining a pound to 2 pounds, then within 6 weeks finding yourself super fat again. Don't make the same mistake I did. Muscle growth takes time. That it's been shown time and time again in research. And I got this one wrong. And I would tell people to do it this way for years, even a little bit on YouTube in the early phases, that you got to gain lots of weight really quick to get muscle on your body. That's just not true. If you gain something like half a pound a week for 12 weeks, that with some fatigue management after, maybe a little mini.
Man, if you're gaining pounds and weight and pounds every week, that isn't muscle. You have to go through these repeated bouts of injuries to build muscle. And if you're not willing to do that, then fake it to make it like Mike Isreatel Dudski.
Maybe maintenance phase and then repeat that over and over again. That's probably the fastest you should be gaining tissue. Much more of it will be muscle, much less will be fat.
He just keeps spewing out, this will be muscle, some will be fat. How do you know? How do you know? Prove it. Prove it.
It's about listening to people.
I give my phone number out to everyone
They tell me, Doug, I'm sick of being stuck in traffic. That's why we're building new roads, highways, transit. It's about listening and getting it done for the people.
My grandmother talked about the betterment of our people. As a young girl, I never envisioned my role at TD would give me the opportunity.
Fat, you'll be healthier. Days, what I do is I do this, and then like 3 months after the end of my fat loss phase, I'm still fucking.
I don't know if that thing was going or fucking. I don't know what happened here. Commercials again.
Lean, and it feels amazing, and I'm healthier, and I'm putting on muscle the whole time. But like, I never lose my aesthetic, and I never lose my health, and I never lose my mobility. It's just all winning all the time. Number 4 mistake.
Yes, it's just winning all the time. He's winning, bro. He's winning, broski. Yes. Man, I don't know if this stopped. I don't know if I got the whole video. Maybe I fucked up here. I'm not sure.
I used to really focus specifically on meal timing as if it was this huge priority. I thought half an hour difference plus or minus for meals made a huge difference. Like I would be at a restaurant with my friends and the order would take a little longer to get in and I was hungry. And not just because I was hungry, but because of quote unquote physiology. I thought, oh my God, dude, I'm losing muscle sitting here. This is terrible. I thought the glycemic index made a huge deal and I would try to get super low glycemic index foods, avoid high glycemic index foods all the time at all costs. I thought that 15 grams in my post-workout meal, 15 grams of fat was like way too many. It would lower the GI and all this other stuff. So I tried to keep it to below 5 and eating only kids cereal. See kids cereal with 1 gram of fat and then I'd see another kids cereal with 0 grams of fat and I'd be like 0, that's...
Kids cereals, they don't build muscles, bro. Protein does. And these injuries and protein builds muscles. That shit doesn't build muscles, man.
For sure the one I want.
End of story.
But it turns out all these things make almost no difference, if any difference at all.
Look, bro, eccentric exercise and protein builds muscle. Concentric exercise doesn't build muscle. So I don't know what you're talking about. So keep doing those concentric exercises. Keep wasting your time.
And if you wait a little longer before your next meal to eat, your muscles sensitize more, and then they actually use more of that protein to grow themselves than they otherwise would.
How do they do that? How would more of this protein and everything build those muscles more if they have a myonuclear domain limit, bro? How are they going to do that? How is it going to do that without additional nuclei? How's it going to do that? You where's your proof, man? Where's your science? Where's anything?
So unless you're eating like 2 meals a day or less, if you eat anywhere between definitely 4 to 6 meals, but even like 3 to 6, you get roughly the same muscle growth no matter what. So a delay here and there plus or minus.
Wait. You still get the same muscle growth no matter what? Then it isn't muscle growth then. It's fake growth. It's fake growth. You're just blowing up the muscle through the sarcoplasm then. You're lying. Why don't you just tell people? Why don't you tell people what they're getting? Why don't you tell these people that all they're building is fake muscles? They've wasted their time, 20 years, 30 years going to a gym, and they've never built any muscle.
Even around your workout window is just not news to anyone. The glycemic index as a standalone means almost nothing. In a mixed meal, the glycemic index starts to matter very little. Now look, right before your workout, don't have anything super low GI because it won't be available in the bloodstream to power that workout. And right after a workout, yeah, higher GI things with lower fats make sense, but lower fats mean 20 or 15 or 10 or 5 grams of fat. It doesn't have to be 0. And higher GI means just don't eat a whole thing of broccoli and walnuts. Try to eat some white rice and some shit like that, and you're totally good to go.
White rice, that doesn't build muscles, bro. That white rice and all that and those carbs, they build fake muscles. They make you fat. That's what it does. It makes you fat.
I took the shit way too seriously. I was nervous about it. Had, all that neuroticism. And listen, neuroticism...
You know what happens when carnivores eat rice and these carbs and everything? It domesticates them. That's what happens. It domesticates you. That's what it does.
Increases of cortisol, that will impede your muscle gains and fat loss much more than worrying, and getting the details right will actually improve it. So lesson learned on my part. It took me a while though.
So how's that arsenic working for you from the rice there, Mike? How's the arsenic working for you? That healthy for you or what?
Weight loss can get very complex. Dozens of food groups.
Weight loss can get what? Complex? You know how many influencers I know, people online lifting, they come online and all of a sudden they show them like, I'm gaining weight and the scale is going up and everything. And they're like, oh, look, I'm almost 250 pounds or something. Then they go back on the scale and they're back down to 200 pounds a few months later. What happened? Where'd all that weight go? I thought they built muscle, bro. This is horrendous. This is bad for your health. This is gross. This is disgusting, bro. This is bullshit.
Meal timing, specific supplements, the whole gamut. At RP, we have helped over 100,000 people get into their lifetime best shapes, and we learn.
Look at them. They all look bloated. They all look blown up. The sarcoplasm. Their muscles blew up through the sarcoplasm. That's it. They got puffy. I love this. They got their physique of their dreams. Well, if you stop eating slave food diets, your physique will go back to normal. It's called homeostasis. It's out of homeostasis. Even a boar is out of homeostasis if he's been domesticated on a farm. Throw him out in nature and he goes back to normal, eating his natural diet out in nature.
Learn how to simplify the dieting process so much that the whole.
See all those fake foods there, the tomatoes and everything it was cutting. That's all fake. That's not for carnivore animals. This is now what you have. What he does is this. So he still feeds you on the slave food diet, but he gets you to work it off like a slave. This was used for slaves, the slave food diet, so that they would work on plantations. See what I mean? And that would keep them in relatively normal shape, because this is energy food. This food is energy. It's not muscle building food. It's energy. So you go to the gym and you lift like a lifting slave. You understand me? So he wants you to create your body, your natural, to create this normal, whatever you want to call it, undomesticating yourself temporarily by going to the gym and lifting and burning these foods. Get it? Consistently. What is it? Burning calories in, calories out. It's all fake, bro. It's all fake.
Diet you can use to get in your best shape only takes up 1 page, and for no extra charge.
Look at all that fake food over there. Look at all those. It's all these weird vegetables and fruits and shit and everything. They destroy you. The fructose, the oxalates, the lectins and shit. The fucking arsenic. The what do you call it? The fucking cyanide and the seeds and shit, smash seeds and everything. It's all to it's domesticated energy. It's energy food to domesticate you. But he wants you to stay at a certain undomestication by exercising yourself to death and accelerated aging.
You'll also get our RP gym-free at-home workout plan.
Of course, the slave workout plan for the slaves, so that they could eat the slave food diet still, right? The energy diet, and keep an exercise, so that they can control the domestication part. It's under control, get it? So the industry still makes money, the vegetable, vitamin, whatever you want to call it, industry, they make their money, the gyms make their money, the weight companies with all these weights make their money, this guy makes his money selling them the slave food plan and the slave food diet and everything else. And what did the slaves get? Nothing. They get to go and exercise themselves to death after they spent all this money in a gym membership and weights. That's what they get to do, eating slave food diet, burning slave food diet in the gym consistently, going nowhere.
8 easy-to-read ebooks about diets,
other than quicker in the grave. You're gonna go quicker in your grave.
science, cooking, and all fitness essentials, and both a meal prep.
Yes, success, of course. This is a scam and a con. Look at all these foods. It's fake. This is not for human, except for that little piece of fish over there. But it's fried. It's not even, bro. It's being cooked, bro. It's not even natural. It's out of its natural state. It's going to fucking harm you. Might even increase fairing. Who the fuck knows?
And on-the-go eating guide. It's the simplest.
Pure scam. If you people are that blind, you cannot see this. This is a pure scam, bro. The whole fitness industry is a scam. They just need lifting slaves, bro. Gym slaves.
Diet you'll ever follow. And if simple results are up your alley, click the link in the description.
You're never going to change unless you go back to nature and stop breaking the laws of nature, eating your natural diet as a carnivore. You'll always be struggling with this, and you'll always have problems health-wise and everything. You'll always be out of sorts eating the slave food diet and exercising on top of it.
This video to get started. Lastly, I dog on supplements a ton. I'm saying nowadays to you guys that there are really only a few supplements that have for sure the highest quality evidence for them really working and being worth your money. There are a couple of supplements I won't mention that are kind of maybes, but the definite ones to go to are creatine, protein powders, and protein shakes, carb powder.
Of course, he has to sell you these creatine powders, protein shakes, and everything. Protein shakes, what are they going to do exactly? What will they do? Nothing. What's creatine going to do? Nothing. It's going to put more water in your muscle, giving you more pretend muscles. And then he's going to say, what else is your supplements? This is a business. Everybody's making money, and so is he promoting it.
powders and drinks like Gatorade, Powerade, multivitamin.
Yes, you need Gatorade and Powderade, whatever. You get electrolytes from milk, from natural animal products. Why would you need any of this?
Supplements and caffeine stuff,
Why do you need vitamins and supplements, man? Is your diet deficient? Yes, if you're eating slave food diet, it must be deficient in what? In nutrients. But guess what? On your natural diet, eating animal products, there's no deficiency. So why would you be deficient? Because you're on an energy diet. You're on drugs, bro. Running in a gym you're like a rat on a wheel, running on a wheel. That's what they have you doing. You're a rat running on a wheel, bro. Get it? That's what all of you are. Look, caffeine. Caffeine is a stimulant. What? To get you to keep going to the gym, bro. Get it? Gotta work out, bro. Gotta be gym, bro. Work out, bro.
Workouts and coffee and shit like that.
Sure.
There aren't a lot of other supplements that make a huge difference in gains or any at all.
Gains? What gains? Nobody's making gains in the gym, because why do you have to take steroids, you fat pig? Why do you have to take steroids? I don't understand any of this, man. I'm so confused, bro. Can somebody help me here, correct me, or what?
Now, when I was younger, I took a fuckload of different kinds of supplements. Not as much as some of my friends did, but boy, did I try. Let me see what I got. Non-stimulant fat burners, which
Man, bro, we don't want to domesticate ourselves into pigs on farms. Come on, bro.
Can figure out how that works. It doesn't. I'll spare you. It's nothing in that fucking pill. Goddamn lie.
He took a ton of supplements, and why? They're synthetic. Why? He took stimulant fat burners, non-stimulants, whatever.
I took hydroxymethylbutyrate,
Why?
HMB,
Why? Why can't you just injure the muscles and build them, bro? Get it? Eccentric exercises are known to cause widespread muscle damage. You understand me? So why do you need to do any of this? Why? Unaccustomed exercises, doing the eccentric exercise that caused this. Well, unaccustomed exercise, I mean, if you're unaccustomed, like let's say you've never done that exercise before, definitely, because there's an eccentric form on it, but then it won't come back again. So you have to do eccentric exercises, get it? You have to focus now purely on eccentric. You understand me, man? Purely, to damage the muscle fiber. Stronger than the last time. Hydroxybutyrate, putting more water in your muscle, creating fake muscles. Okay.
was supposed to be based on the literature. Really muscle growth promoting. Turns out in the real world it does fucking...
Yes, it promotes muscle growth. How does it grow a muscle? I thought that satellite cells grow muscles. I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Nothing. And it's a breakdown.
I have no clue what he's talking about.
Arcteryx. Which we also thought does stuff, but it turns out once you have enough leucine in a meal, any extra is pointless, and leucine mixes with nothing and tastes like vile Satan's asshole. And I used to have it for fucking months and years. It did nothing at all.
Because it doesn't do anything. None of them do, bro. They're made to fake you. It's a scam. It's a scam.
Alanine, it increases your endurance a little bit. It makes you feel weird and fuzzy. But fundamentally, unless you're a performance athlete like a wrestler or a 400-meter hurdler or something, beta-alanine probably doesn't grow a lot of muscle in the gym. It doesn't convert to workouts a ton, so you can buy it. It might have some kind of marginal uses, but I thought this thing was going to be the shit. It did almost nothing. I took CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, like CLA tabs. CLA was supposed to burn fat off your body. Now, mind you, this all happened kind of at the same time. So, like, you guys ever seen someone who's 28% body fat taking CLA tabs and being like, this is going to get me lean? It's a fucking joke. I was a fucking joke. I am a fucking joke. Nothing much changed.
Yes, you are a joke, man. This is a joke. He's a joke.
In the soul. And so I did all this stuff, and it was just a giant waste of time. So if it's not those supplements I just mentioned that tend to work really well, most supplements you gotta approach with a ton of skepticism.
Bro, man, supplements do not build muscles. Fucking stem cells do. Fuck off.
It's cool to be wide-eyed, to be like, oh, this is the thing that's going to help and change my shit. It's probably not the case. It's just unfortunately how it works. So I made a lot more mistakes than this. These are just the ones we have time to share with you today. And if you want to make fewer mistakes, my best advice to you is this. We have a series of videos called the Made Simple series. We have hypertrophy made simple, fat loss dieting made simple, muscle gain dieting made simple, and a few others. They're on YouTube. So if you type in hypertrophy made simple or fat loss dieting made simple, muscle gain made simple, we might have some links for you here in this video or in the description below. If you click on those, each one is like 8 to 16 multiple videos linked playlist of the fundamental basics of how to do hypertrophy training and fat loss dieting and muscle gain dieting the right way.
Hypertrophy training. What type of hypertrophy training? Sarcoplasmic or myofibular, bro? See, he's never told you, but I already know his training is sarcoplasmic. Fake training, fake muscles.
based on years of my experience and a bunch of these mistakes. If you check that out, you can.
You know, it's funny. These people are like, based on years of my experience. Blaha says the same thing. He's got, I don't know, 27 years or 30 years of experience. But guess what? It amounted to nothing. He never built any muscle. He only got fat. Then he got skinny again. He got fat. He got skinny. Anybody can get fat and skinny, but nobody could build muscle. That's why everybody is on steroids. Get it? And TRT and whatever. And faking it, faking the muscles because they don't know what or how to build muscles. They don't know what or how to build muscles, bro. Get it?
Be well on your way to making awesome gains, having an easier time of it than I did, and getting better results because you don't have to make these mistakes because I made them for you. All right.
You didn't make this on my channel. I made the mistakes, and so I tell people the truth. What builds muscles? I went through these things when I was young. I know what builds muscles.
Go in the comments and laugh at me. Like, subscribe to all that YouTube shit. I'll see you guys next time.
No, I'm not subscribing, but I'll see you in the next one, friends. Don't you think about that? Like, subscribe, support the channel, bro. I know people don't want to. They don't want to subscribe. They don't want to help. They watch your videos, but, you know, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, man. Whatever.